Call this meeting to order, please. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's all come together tonight, try to get this budget passed and work together. And Lord, you please. All right, amen. Amen. Sweet. Okay. Motion second, accepting the minutes of the November 10th regular meeting, regular council meeting.
I'll make a motion. Excuse me, I'll second.
Any discussion? Not, roll call please. Joey?
Aye.
Deanna?
Aye.
David Afternoon?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Myself, aye. I haven't got it. You get the bills done, Dave?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had it.
The bills?
We got one more.
Oh.
One more.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I goofed up. Okay. Motion and a second, accepting the minutes from this November 24th special council meeting, please.
I'll make that motion.
Any discussion? Not, you want to give them to Dave and I'll go after that, please. If not, Brian?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Joey?
Aye.
Myself, aye. David Afternoon?
Aye.
And Deanna?
Aye.
Jeff, or Dave's working on the bills. Visitors, regarding agenda items, Canton Borough residents and Canton Borough taxpayers, please give name, address, and organization which you represent and subject. Individuals or organizations distributing materials or information should identify themselves of the purpose of distributing other information. Individuals making comments relative to a problem with an employee should direct their comments to a council member or the borough manager outside the meeting. Being this is a business meeting of the council, it is required that all comments, questions be kept to 3 minutes per person. Visitors will stand, speak from their visitors' seating or otherwise invited, unless invited otherwise. If a visitor has more information to provide than 3 minutes will allow to be presented, a written statement can be provided to the borough manager by noon on meeting day to be copied inclusion in the council's meeting pack. Any visitors? Okay, no? Business. Fuel tank, street shed. Go ahead.
You want me to talk
Yeah,
about it?
go ahead.
Okay, so it was already talked about for the street department to get a fuel tank. It was going to be added into the agenda. Didn't get to it because didn't have enough information. Then we found out that the D&D where we get our diesel from stopped supplying it. So now they have to go to Quick Fill, which is a higher price, and Quick Fill we only get through for the police department to pay for their gas. So we've had to use different gas cards. It's been a little bit of a fiasco. So this has become now a higher issue. Through Williams, they're offering us a leased tank, which is no, we do not get charged for the lease at all. I spoke with Steve Sumner, our insurance guy. We do not have to carry insurance on it unless specified through Williams, and there's nothing on the agreement that specifies we need insurance. So we're covered that way.
Thank you.
It's you have the paper in front of you.
It's five. Not to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
It's 500 gallons. That includes the spill tank, or the tank, the hose, the nozzle. For $2.95 a gallon. So I'm going to recommend we do it that way. We don't have to run everything clear to pump and pantry and bring it back. That way we have it. It's all right here. It gets filled once a week, Dave.
Whenever I need.
Oh, whenever you need it, okay. So whenever Dave calls, they'll come and fuel it. They leave a bill right there with Dave, I'm assuming, because that's the way they do over the work. I mean, we paid what, $3.80 a gallon at the quick fill, or pump bag, a quick fill. For diesel fuel, we're getting it for $2.95 a gallon.
And that's winter pricing, so
Yeah.
pricing is a couple cents cheaper.
It already comes treated in the winter, so.
And he said it's like any fuel market, it will go up and down, but he'll guarantee that 40 to 80 cents a gallon cheaper every time than what we can buy it for the pump.
Okay, so that's not a locked-in price, but that's what it is, right?
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can read down there, he's got something about the market or whatever.
Yeah.
and everything on there, yeah.
Price quote or based on fixed differential, OSPIS.
But we guarantee 40, 80 cents a gallon cheaper than what we can buy.
Yeah, I think we pay, over the work for regular gas, I think we pay like $2.65 a gallon. Yes, Brian?
The only question I had, George, is about security. I mean, somebody can't get fuel.
No, it's gonna be a switch, it's gonna be locked, but it's also gonna be hardwired into the building. There'll be a switch inside of the building, it's not gonna be outside.
And there's a camera on it, right?
And there'll be a camera right
That's
on it.
fair. That was my only.
No,
concern.
I understand.
If
No.
somebody was to get up there or spill it, and, you know. make
So,
it- or
my
whatever.
motion is that we purchase the 500 gallon tank from WOC at $2.95 a gallon.
I thought it was a
Lease it. Okay, somebody else have to make it then.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
How soon can they get it there, Dave?
As soon as I get the okay, I'll call him and Aaron will get right on it. So I'll call Aaron tomorrow and we'll see what the schedule is as far as getting it shipped up.
Now, will they, the day, when they bring it, will they fill it that day too?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll have the stone area and everything, and a fire extinguisher and everything out there for where it's gonna go, so that part of it's all done.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome, thank you. Okay, if not, roll call. Jeff,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Joey,
Aye.
Deanna,
Aye.
myself, aye. Okay. Thank you, folks. Renewal the Lycoming Digital Copier Company.
This is just a proposal for the 2026 year. Color and print went up a couple cents both, so it is what it is.
Everything's going up on board.
Yeah,
Move without it, so.
yeah, I mean, a couple cents.
Thank you.
So I just need to be able to sign this. Get back.
All right, I'll make a motion to renew with Lycoming Digital Copier.
Okay, can I have a second, please? Joey? Any discussion? If not, roll call. Myself, aye. Joey?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
David Afternoon.
Aye.
Deanna?
Aye.
Thank you. Schoonover's updated on lighting quote for the fire company.
So Ray was asked if there's anything that he wanted updated for the building for 2026, and all he could come up with is that the lighting, the exterior lighting of the building is very dim, and he wanted better lights. So I contacted Schoonovers, they went over, gave us an estimate. It's 8 bulbs altogether, and they must have already put in the units that an LED light will fit them. So
Yes.
all we need to do is buy the bulbs, and this quote is for the price of the equipment and them to install it, and it's $1,252.95.
Is it sodium in America? Sodium?
The problem is that they're dusted down basically. We have 2 out of the 8 are out, and the one's just constantly blinking.
The LEDs will almost pay for that.
Oh, absolutely.
So yes, I'll make a motion that we accept that.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Not roll call. Deanna?
Aye.
Joey?
Aye.
Brian? Aye. David Afternoon.
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And myself, aye. Okay, resolution of the bus stop ahead.
Alright, I spoke with Steve Kehoe initially. He gave me a lot of information on what we're allowed, what needs to happen, rules and regulations. He even brought it to my attention that one of the signs that we had asked for the bus stop ahead on 473 West Ave, that one of the signs is 100 foot into the township line. So we brought that to the township's attention. They have a meeting today as well, or this week or something, so they're taking care of that end of it. So our resolution is for 1 and or 2, if it happens that the township doesn't agree to it, we are able to provide both of them if that happens. And I spoke with Greg Dibble, and he confirmed that we are allowed to put one of them up. We do not have to wait for the township. If we want to put one of ours up, it doesn't matter how long apart they get put up. One is fine. We don't need both at the same time. So we just need an agreement to sign the resolution to get it moving along.
Guess we can do roll call.
Got a motion?
Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Jeff, can I have a second, please? Brian. Any discussion? Not, roll call. Jeff,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Joey,
Aye.
Brian, myself, I, and Deanna. Okay. 2026 Canton Borough monthly meetings.
In front of you, you have a list of the dates that I think would work well. The only one that's maybe slightly different is October 19th because of whatever holiday. There's a holiday that.
Labor Day. No, not
Columbus Day.
Columbus Day. Columbus
Yep.
Day is
Yeah.
one. They go the next week.
Yeah, so that's the only month that's pushed a little bit further out.
Okay.
All the rest are second Monday. The only issue that I would think would be January 12th. Through PSAB, we're supposed to have our mandatory meetings by the 5th. And I know I've spoken to Mike and I don't really.
Reorganization.
Because it's a reorganization meeting.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
So we have, because it's a reorganization meeting, so we have
The
to.
first Monday.
Yeah, so we gotta stick with that.
So we have to vote on that because I have to call the magistrate and get a different date for them to come and hopefully they can come.
So is that the 5th or Monday, the first Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's.
Yeah, because it's
I
a.
mean, if we can't get somebody here to swear people in, it's gonna be an issue.
I know that the magistrate that's filling in Troy only works Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah,
He lives
because
3
I
hours
called
away.
them first and he was like, I can't help you.
Right.
And then Tawanda is the one that stepped in, that I called Tawanda and they said that they could come on the 12th. Now, I will call tomorrow to see if the 5th is okay, but if it's not,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to figure
Right,
something else out.
The only thing I would suggest is maybe reach out to the PSAB again and ask for some guidance on that. So this is a situation we're dealing with. We may not.
Just tell our local magistrates not.
If there's something we have to do.
Yes,
Just to cover your
Am
bases.
I wrong that the solicitor can do it?
I don't believe the solicitor can swear people in.
Okay, because I knew the mayor can, but it's a new mayor.
Yeah,
Run the
we need a new
meeting
mayor,
because
somebody has to
it's
swear
a
in the
reorganization.
Right.
So solicitor runs the
Until-
meeting until
Okay.
it's-
Okay, so the solicitor runs, doesn't, okay.
Right.
I knew the solicitor could do something, but I couldn't remember. Okay.
You're in somewhat of a limbo for that because the old mayor can swear people in, but you're at that limbo where there is no, the old mayor is not the mayor anymore.
Right.
The new mayor has not been sworn in yet, so.
And the old mayor wouldn't be the mayor anymore either way, because
Right, exactly.
no matter who it was,
So
yeah.
we want to change the date from the 12th to the 5th for advertising purposes?
Pending.
And what she
availability of
finds out
JP.
from PSAB.
We could also do this. I mean, we could do it any day, the 5th or before, January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, it doesn't matter.
Just as long as it's 5.
Although it's
Right.
New Year's Day, but the day after New Year's Day would, whatever we have to do, we have to do.
Yeah, we would just have to re-advertise.
Right.
the meeting.
Is that what you want
Yeah,
to
so
do?
once you find your JP, then. That's a day and time.
So you want to leave it the 12th then, until we get
Till we get verification.
verification from Olive to see what she can
Yeah, and
find.
whatever we have to do, we have to do.
Okay, okay, sounds good.
And the paid holiday schedule's below that. The only thing that I can see an issue with is the observed Independence Day is Friday the 3rd, and the street department does not work on Fridays. So they're gonna have to observe it on either the 2nd or
Well, they'll have to take it Thursday, they'll have to take it Monday. So that's what your options will be, guys, okay? Okay,
I'll make a motion to accept the monthly meeting dates for 2026.
Yeah, because then we can come back.
okay,
and
okay, all right.
re-
Okay, Deanna motion, can I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Not roll call. Brian,
Aye.
Joey,
Aye.
Deanna, David Afternoon,
Aye.
Jeff,
Aye.
myself. Okay. Health insurance for 2026.
I don't have anything new to add, so if somebody has questions, now would be the time to ask them. Otherwise, like the same that we talked about before. The plan we have, if we get rid of it, we'll never get it again. We have to renew it by December 15th. We have to take in consideration the $1,000 deductible with the plan we have now, and the out-of-pocket max at potential, and then it, if we go through a broker, it goes off of your net annual income. So if you're married, that's both of you, not just you.
Okay, mine.
Even if you have an individual plan, it's annual household income. If you have 2 jobs, it's that income.
We just switched the Cigna over to work, well, we don't take effect until the first year. Mine went up $20.
Yeah, mine will.
The budget contains the current, is that right? Yes.
Okay.
So we probably have to approve this, it'll just be part of
It'll be part of the budget.
that.
I think I can speak where we're at now, at this stage of the game, we ought to just kind of stay with what we have. Maybe in the springtime, maybe can start the discussion again, maybe bring somebody in who knows more about insurance than we do. We want good employees, we need to offer good benefits, and I think as part of it, we have to watch our spending, we get that.
Right.
But I think at this point, we just need to stick with what we have, sign that agreement. That's my
Ours, we deal with, our representatives who are Henry Dunn at one. That's who we deal with when it works.
Yeah, I think a plan, even moving forward to look for something new, a plan is the best way.
Right.
I don't think this individual, obviously what we have now is gonna stay, but, like Jack's plan
Right.
is gonna stay, but
For you and the other
I
ones.
think we would be better off as a whole instead of,
A plan versus.
Individual.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you have a professional come in and give us some
Yeah.
options.
Yeah.
And
Got
I also did a little bit of research on this as well. There is a thing through the county governments that boroughs can also join. I mean, we're too late now. We
Right,
have to do
right.
this for this year. But next year that you can go through the county, and there is also through PCAB. They also have it as well.
Okay, cool.
And that lets everybody, let's say you get 20 boroughs or whatever, then just like everything else, you buy in bulk, you get a better price.
Right.
And the other thing that I would like when we go into the spring, and now it has worked very well for me, even though we do have a very high deductible. I told you guys about my deductible. Our company gives us $1,200 in our HSA, and then we can contribute whatever. Right. I would like to look into a health savings account too, because really that really, it could save us some money as well as them, because anything that they add, it's all counted pre-tax. So I mean, you're getting 33% more of your money back. From the taxes.
And then you try to save some money, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. Mulch quote for the playground.
Not finished there, we have
Oh.
to make a decision.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion, we accept it because it's due the 15th.
Can I have a second, please? Any more discussion? It's not roll call. Deanna?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Joey?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Okay, there. Thank you. Yep. Mulch quote for the playground.
Right, so I know that was a big need, as Dave mentioned, so I reached out and got a quote for the cubic yards that the other Dave had given us. And, out of Willow Playworks and Mifflinburg, she has given me a quote of $1,625 that is delivered, and then it's up to Dave to push it around.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty reasonable. I was looking
Yes.
at other previous ones years back, but we have to sign it by the end of the year or the price changes.
Okay.
That'd be like a spring delivery.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Can I have roll call, please?
I'm gonna make a motion.
Okay, have a motion, please. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll make a motion to accept that quote for mulch.
Can I have a second, please?
I'll second. I would like to add one thing, as we discussed, at the special meeting too. Since we are close and we are knocking it down, we're still in the red, but nothing like we have in
Right.
previous years. I will continue, I will paint, Jeff and I will, Jeff and I will paint that. Even if I have to buy the paint, we'll paint the
Oh,
dugout.
you said talk to Gates, I mean, he may
I'll
give you-
supervise you, paint.
And,
I'll buy you lunch.
and whether it's diamond dirt or not, I will make sure that it's tilled, so those kids can have somewhere to play t-ball. So I will do that out of my own pocket and volunteers.
Well, let me know when you do that,
But
I'm not busy or something.
But I do want to drop the rest of the money from the budget because that's what it was for,
Okay.
simply to get us closer to the black.
Okay. There's no more discussion, roll call. Joey?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Jeff?
Aye.
Deanna?
Aye.
Dave, Anthony.
Aye.
Okay. 2026 budget finalization.
Yeah. Obviously, the budget that we have advertised isn't where we want it to be. Does anyone think that the advertised budget that we have out should pass? I'll go with that.
I think so, but I mean, just, what else are we gonna cut?
If anything, we're overshot.
Right.
The advertised is about 17,000-ish? No, that's more than that.
Okay. 75. About 75 in the negative,
Okay.
with the advertised.
Did we knock the police car off?
I have other options that are not advertised, given the fact that that's not what we have agreed to. I have taken it upon myself to try and narrow it down. There's option 2 that still has the cop car in it, still has the rec committees in it, and, that one got narrowed down to 66. Negative 66. And then option 3, I dove even deeper. I took the capital reserve for the cop car out. I went through the rec committee, kept the playground mulch of what it was. I went through each line item, went back 2 or 3 years or more to roundabout average of what each one we were needing. And I'm down to negative 60. So I know there's, people want to talk about what they want to see gone, or, this is the time that we need to speak about it. We need to get it out there. We need to work on it. I can't work on it unless I get communication from other people.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Can I see the second and third budgets real quick? To see, now explain again, what you cut out of number 3?
Number 3 is the capital reserve for the police vehicle. That was about 42,000
Okay.
we took out. But we still have to remember, potentially next year, we might need one. So
Yep.
we take it out now, we're gonna have to put it back in next year. I try and look at, these road projects, what do we have coming up? There's stuff still coming up in 27, so it's not like we can get away, save one
Right.
area and gain in another. The grants that we have, I know the basketball grant, we have not received any of that money yet. So that's gonna show as an income for 2026 because we have to show that money coming in. So that's 110,000 as an income. I'm trying to understand the millage and how the taxes work. Talked to the Bradford County tax assessment today to get more information, to have a little more knowledge on, if we raise the taxes, how much one millage will bring us, so.
It's right around $10,000.
Well, it's about 17.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
That's not
remember
as a
who's got
whole,
it.
but, because we still have to take in consideration the fire, what they come out, was it 3.03, something like that. It's just so confusing. So.
Were you able to talk to Gary today?
I did, but Gary's not,
Okay.
Gary knows the real, the assessment value, but he doesn't, the millage is
Not.
not his department.
It's already set, you just go out.
Right, so,
Well, I myself would probably go with budget 3. I mean, it doesn't matter whether we're an extra 44 in the hole this year or an extra 44 next year.
Next year, exactly.
So we can get as close as we can, because I think with Dave's budget that he had last year that we spent less, so I mean, even though we were in the hole, I think we're in the hole less than what we thought we would be.
Oh, absolutely.
From the past year.
Absolutely.
If we can get her down to 16, I think we should take the number 3 budget.
and that, we need to talk about,
Jenny, villages or?
are we keeping taxes the same? Are we going up? That's,
Wouldn't that be a nice thing to do, not raise taxes?
yeah.
Well, the bottom line, if I could just add, is we have fiscal responsibility and we need to maintain a structurally balanced budget where our new revenue covers our ongoing expenses and operational costs. Again, we're already talking about next year. What are we gonna do next year? You know what I mean?
You also got.
Health insurance is gonna go up more, so you may have to raise, like we did last year, 1.5 mils. $0.5 mil for the fire, 1 mil for taxes, just to give yourself a little cushion.
Yeah, but you also gotta realize we just lost 2 big businesses. We're gonna be losing.
Tax revenue?
Yeah. The lounge is going up for sale and the park hotel's closed.
So, I mean, unfortunately, we
Where
gotta
around it?
Yeah, the lounge is on the market, it's supposed to be this week. Yeah, they closed the doors Sunday night at the park.
Well, I knew about the park.
Yeah.
That was expected.
And the problem is, we have limited resources.
Oh, I agree, but you also have to realize it's we have a lot of retired and.
Yeah, but Brian, we're going.
What did you say, what did you say that the negative was, 16?
16,000.
We were 150-some thousand last year.
So I mean, we're setting pretty good, I think.
It's tight.
It is tight, you're right.
This is a realistic budget, not, I wouldn't consider this budget preparing for the future too much. This is a for 2026 budget.
Well, that's kind of what I'm looking at, because no matter what, next year with things going up, that, if we're gonna do that police car next year, I mean, well, really what we have here is a choice. We got a choice between just doing the minimum that we can for 2026 and raising the taxes very little or none, or next year they're gonna get hammered. And we're talking like 3 mil.
I would, my personal opinion, I agree with Deanna, do a little this year, a little next year. Maybe $0.5 mil or $1 mil or whatever, that's not a problem, but if you hit with a 3 mil, you're gonna be,
Okay, you're gonna have people jumping.
we're gonna be,
So the half a mil, we gotta get some money in for our fire budget, right? That was a little, went up this year. So if we did $1.5 million.
17.5%. Right.
So what's the difference in the fire contract, $500,000?
It's like,
I don't know, because we already agreed to that, so I'd have to go pull it.
it's like 3,600.
But that should be in your budget,
Yeah,
that's
you're
in,
I think,
Yeah, the fire is in the positive by 4,000 in the
Okay,
budget.
so that, then that's what I would say,
I would do the $1.5 million, just because give you a little reserve maybe for your police car. If you come in, the numbers are better. You
And just
got a
because
little
we-
bit,
Yeah, just because we have the money doesn't mean we have to spend it.
Exactly.
well, we raised $1.5 million, and it's about $0.25 for the fire department. You're looking at $1.4 million for our reserves, which will put us in the black. That will put us in the black. We won't have much extra to play with, but we will. It'll be the first budget in black in 4 or 5 years.
And then can I also add,
Yes.
so
it's going
the
to-
options that
I don't
I've
wanna
given
raise
is just for the
taxes
general
either.
fund, because obviously that's where like most of our income and expenses come out of. The liquid fuels needs major attention, we also need to go over that. I mean, we need to really get the expenses that are coming out of there. There are certain ones that's all that can come out of there. Like our 2 paving loans are getting paid through that money.
Yep.
We can't touch that. I mean, we have to pay that. The salt money, the Coast Guard salt comes out of there. The 12.5, that's not even the most that it could be this year if we have to use 140%. So that's a little over 13,000. So we hope that we don't have to. And then our vehicle fuel for the street department comes out of there. And we previously had it at 7,000, we bumped it down to 5,000 because we weren't really using that much, so we're like, oh, we'll take some away. Even if you were to keep the 5,000, we still don't have enough money in that account to pay for the fuel after everything else is paid for. Not to mention the springtime use that Dave uses from that. So I did a little research on our Act 13 money. Got a little print up. You know, this is online. This is where I got it. Googled it.
Yep.
Here it is. This is what you can use your Act 13 money for, because if we get audited, it has to be proof of, use that money for what it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So road bridges and public infrastructure, water, stormwater, sewer systems, emergency preparedness, environmental programs, surface water and groundwater. These are, like, we have money in Act 13 because we've been transferring money out of there to pay for some of these DCNR grants that, in the meantime, until we get the full grant, like, we need to start using this money for what we can.
Right.
Instead of just sitting on it. So, that's, I think liquid fuels should be solely for your salt, because that can be paid through liquid fuels. Your fuel, I mean, it'd be great if we could get the fuel paid, but it might pay for 2/3 of the year, and the other third might have to come out of the general fund. But other than that, we don't have a lot of money. There's only like 16,000 once those paving loans are paid, plus then your 12.5 for your salt. I mean, that doesn't leave you a whole lot for fuel.
Right.
Yeah. My other question would be regarding fuel, since, some of our vehicles are still gasoline. I know this sounds stupid, but do we have the 6 cent quick fill safeguards?
Oh, no, we
3
have,
cents, the 3 cents you mean?
I have a Bristol card.
Yeah, we get a discount anyways.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
discount
we
rate.
get a lot of
All right.
credit back
All right, I didn't know.
Yeah, we get it back at the end of the year, right?
at the end of each month.
At the end of the year, okay.
And the police fuel comes off of the police department's bracket.
Okay.
Not
so
the general
the,
fund.
the police department's gas doesn't come out of liquid fuels.
Yeah, I thought we had 1 or 2 vehicles that were
We just have one truck that's gas,
gasoline.
and that one's due to be gone, or that'll be 10 years old next year.
So that'll be.
And that's starting to nickel and dime us now. So we'll have to be looking into one of them, through Coast Guard, and hopefully a grant. And the new truck will be diesel, so we'll be completely diesel up there except for small equipment. And stuff, lawnmowers and mix and generators, campers, so.
Okay.
Well, thanks all. I think at this point, we'll just have to kind of keep our eye on that and keep us posted as we go.
Doing a wonderful job. Keep up the good work.
I can move it, but we have to talk about it. Like, I'm not gonna take it upon myself to move
Right.
things
No,
that are drastic.
Yeah, no, it makes sense what you're saying. I agree. If some of the Act 13 can be used, we gotta utilize that.
Yeah.
You know, the numbers show with our bid loans and stuff. So that's what we have
I
to do.
didn't realize that we could use Act 13 for some of those things you read, so my springtime setup and everything, we could use every bit of that out of the Act 13 money. So my piping, my catch basins, all my stone stuff.
Yeah, 'cause it's all storm stuff.
Yeah, it's all stormwater, so that'll keep it like liquid fuels.
So really,
So
we
when
just,
we receive that, when we receive our grant money after that project is finished or before, it will replenish the Act 13, like from what we've already paid, we're gonna
Right.
pay ourselves back.
and yeah, and that reflects in the budget. So all the way at the bottom of the expenses, it shows transfer money, interfund transfer, and that's the money that we've taken out of it to pay for the grant is gonna go back into it, because you have to,
Yeah,
have to account for that.
You have some, Sean?
Yeah, the Montague Street problem that Ike Bowers complained of, is that something that the Act 13 money and Dave could
Yes,
work something out?
yes, we are looking into that situation.
So we could make
We've been
a couple,
talking.
couple disgruntled residents happy.
Yeah,
That would be great to
Yeah,
surprise them.
Yes, we are working on that.
I know Dave had a plan when he brought that all up.
Okay,
so,
so what do you wanna do about the budget? You wanna, which, option one, option two, or option three?
With the budget, are we also gonna be able to vote on a tax increase, or do we do that after the first year?
You have to do that.
Before December 31st.
You have to do it before December 31st. You said, so what, 1.5%?
1.5 mils?
I'd be happy with 1 mil.
1 mil.
I'm just saying I'd be happy with 1 mil.
No, I agree.
What's everyone else's opinion?
I think 1 mil is enough.
Yeah, so I
The only thing is, with 1 mil, with what we have to give the 1/4 mil back to the fire department, we will not,
So then
we will be in the red again.
Very minimal, though, correct?
Very little at that point.
this one is about 17.
1 mil,
About 3,000.
1 mil in a perfect world, okay, would be $19,618.
Okay, I thought you said 50.
But we usually only get 90% back because there's always delinquents.
Correct.
So that's where we're getting the 17,000.
And 1.5% mil would be 27.
And you lose 2 businesses.
Yeah,
Well, you lost that business a while ago.
well, right.
Who knows what the future holds.
So, we're not losing.
You know, he hasn't paid any taxes in a long time, but.
So the taxes on the homes and building.
Yeah, yeah, they still have to pay taxes, whether they get it delinquent or,
Right,
you
right.
know, but they go.
You still get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah.
How far back in taxes is the WIP?
No, they're taxes, I think. They pay their taxes.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
Leanne,
Dave, yeah.
how far back in taxes is the WIP building? You have any idea? How far back the WIP building are they in taxes?
Back taxes?
Yes.
I'd have to ask the tax assessment office in county. I personally have no idea. Joy, how far are they back on their water, do you know?
They paid up.
They did?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Wow.
And how about on school?
I don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think they're super delinquent.
No, I was gonna say, they let themselves go for a little bit and then they catch back up. So they don't lose anything. They're not gonna
I'm
let
not sure, but.
unfortunately.
So, what's everybody's thought? 1 mil? 1.5 mil?
If they're delinquent and we eventually get it all, 1 mil would be enough. Would be enough to put us in the black.
So can you check on that?
So see how far,
They are, if they're back in taxes, please and thank you.
I can't do it right this second, but.
No, no, I
I'll let you,
understand.
I'll let you guys know,
Okay.
so you guys can email by the end of the week.
All right, thank you.
Quarter and the quarter's wrapped in for the fire department.
That way.
Because I'm at 25.
Potatoes, potatoes.
I know, exactly. But,
I think so.
so.
That's the party between 1 and 1.5.
Yeah, exactly.
1.25.
Yeah, split the difference to 1 1/4.
1.25 goes to
1.25?
Yes.
All right, I'll make a motion that we take, the 1.25% and that we accept budget number 3
With the 1.25.
with the 1.25.
So that's now going one month.
So, do you have, can I have a second,
I
please?
know.
Before we do that, we have to, I'm not sure we have to re-advertise that.
Yeah, we have to react.
Yeah, we have to re-advertise.
So then we can't vote to pass
Right.
it until 10 days after it's been advertised.
So we'll have to have an extra meeting.
We want items.
Do you have to re-advertise if you reduce the budget? I thought it was only if you increase it.
Yeah,
I have no
I think
idea.
it's any change, not good or negative, any change.
It's kind of the way I read
Yeah,
it too,
I think
that
that's,
either or.
Yeah.
I think that's how it is.
So we can't vote on that. We'll have to table.
We have to vote on to advertise what option you want to advertise again. And then we'll have to set another date
So
for a meeting.
Dave made a motion to basically we gotta advertise, so you're still
Option 3.
option 3
1.25.
with a 1.25%.
Brian's got a suggestion here.
Yes, Brian.
We advertised our budget. We can pass it as advertised. We can change the budget numbers after that.
January.
Reduce,
Okay.
you know what I mean, for your,
Are you talking about every even year? So the
Every
potential,
municipal election, after a municipal election in January, you can adjust, well, you guys can adjust your budget whenever you want, it seems like, as a borough, but you can do modifications in January, and you can even change, I think, your tax in
Yeah,
January as
if-
well.
Say new council person come on, it wasn't here,
Yes, they have a right.
they have a right to come in and to look at the budget and reopen the budget.
I came in doing that.
Yes, that's Joey did.
you still have to advertise what you want it to be,
Oh, come on.
10 days, and then, yes.
I have the law in front of me, I'm trying to look through it quickly.
So, we can amend this motion.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, I'd like to amend my motion.
Yeah, he wants to take it. from-
Dave amended his motion.
advertise and then change it after it's passed.
we're not raising anything, and we were taking some of those numbers down, we're just moving things around.
Revisions.
Yeah, but it's still changing.
Still
It would be
changing.
like, what we advertise is the correct information.
So,
Like it was a loaded gun, you know, like, oh, this is what we advertise, but really this is what we meant. You know, that's not fair.
so we can pass the budget as presented with the tax increase, and then just adjust it, like,
Throughout the year, you're.
right,
line items.
exactly, we just don't spend
Yeah,
it.
because we can do it
What's in
in
there.
January.
We can do it in January meeting.
During the month of January next following the municipal election, the council of a borough may amend the budget and the levy and tax rate to conform with its adopted budget.
Still has to be advertised.
Yep, period of 10-day public inspection at the office of the
You have
borough.
until February 15th to do that.
Yep.
Good job.
Good job,
Alex. And that girl's on it.
So then we'll have to
I
re-advertise.
don't see where,
You go, girl.
So
Look at her
we-
face.
So if we gotta re-advertise anyway.
Oh, God.
We have to do something.
So either way,
by
you're gonna
December
have to
31st,
re-advertise it,
And then in
so
January.
I feel like we should just change it to what we want it to be, re-advertise it, and
Yeah,
then
special
pass it by
meeting to be done.
Have
31st.
another, okay.
So I will remake my motion.
Well, we didn't go with
Okay, can I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Any more discussion? If not, roll call. Myself, aye. Joey?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
David Affiganelli?
Aye.
Deanna?
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
The motion was to accept budget 3.
Budget 3,
Yes.
with a 1.25 mil increase.
Okay,
To be advertised.
Yes.
To be advertised.
okay, aye,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Eligibility for the sidewalk grant.
Okay. That, everybody has a copy of the email. I spoke
Is that
with
one from
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
Okay.
I spoke with Elizabeth. Elizabeth. She is also pretty new in this area, so she wasn't up to date on it. So she actually went through the grant and read everything all over again, called me back, let me know, and then sent me an email. So this is very specific on what somebody has to come up with to potentially get help from the grant. The grant is only enough to help 6 people or 6 properties. And you guys are gonna have to, you know, if they give the 5 requirements, if we get more than 6, then we're gonna, you guys as a whole are gonna have to come up with how you're going to pick who gets help. Is it gonna be off of how terrible is their sidewalks and curbs?
Right.
You know,
Last ones used to be first come, first served.
but if somebody's eligible and their sidewalk doesn't look that bad, is it worth giving them that grant?
Now, I was under the impression from all the research that we did prior, last year and the year before, you didn't need any of this stuff. Everyone in town was available because it's a low-income
She
community.
pulled it up.
Anybody is available, but there's only enough.
Because the town of Canton Borough is a low income.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying
like
that-
Before you didn't have to show income or anything,
Nothing.
is what
You do
we were
now.
told.
Yeah,
That's
right
what
here.
this email says.
Yeah, see, well, you have it
Yeah,
here.
and I think she
I
touched
can't
on that. She
speak
said
prior
this lady
to-
was new.
Maybe there was a misunderstanding, but
And when the
this is
grant was written,
for sure.
the borough stated to qualify for the program, so maybe that was an oversight
yeah.
initially.
Well, that was talked about extensively now.
Yeah, so, okay, what do you got, yeah.
I also have the coordinates for the worst parts of the walking section for the kids that walk to and from school.
Okay.
So I still have those coordinates that are written down. And then I have a list about an inch thick there for people for sidewalks.
Have
So-
that have asked or that you're recommending,
No.
that you, that
Drop
have asked?
off. And then I have
Okay.
more that I
Okay,
wrote down for recommending, but
thank you.
I did recommend, highly recommend, where the kids walk to and from school, the worst
Okay,
parts of it.
those folks would have to apply.
Yeah, so,
according to this,
right.
so.
Because this is information from the grants
Right,
administrator.
yeah, yeah.
And if she's given us, we're taking a closer look at it now and saying, this sounds like what it was before, maybe the first email wasn't, it's accurate. And I think that's why it's important to just get some guidelines. And, so people know, because I've had at least 3 people ask me, and I said, I really don't know.
Is this the same grant that we've been doing?
Yes,
So now it's based on income in the.
income,
Yeah, that's not what we were told.
2 pay stubs, social security statement, 60 days of checking savings, recent property tax notice, copy of their deed, copy of their,
Nobody's gonna do that for sidewalks.
correct. So that's covered.
All else I can add is, the first bid that she put out got no response to it. And that's when we got a little worried, are we gonna lose the money, which we're not losing the money, because it's up for good until 2027.
Right,
So she has another ad in the paper within December 3rd, Hunt is the engineers, and the January 13th is when the bid opens. So we should get something back by the end of January, I would assume, from her.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Well, we may have to table this until the January meeting. No one's pouring concrete right now anyway.
No.
it's too cold.
So
Confirmation.
you get the confirmation on this, table it to January, but let's get moving on it so we can start swinging in the spring if we get bids.
Everybody's booked up.
Right.
So,
That sounds reasonable, what she said.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
The information we were given before, it's like,
Yeah,
how do
I
you
know.
go from that to nothing?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
this
but
is-
I believe that came from not only Carrie, but I believe when I started coming to meetings before I was in the council, I believe Amy said that as well. That no one needed anything.
Bless you.
When Mike Schultz brought it up, that he didn't
Thank you,
provide
Walt.
any of that either.
No, I've known other people that's done it and haven't had it, so this is all new.
It could be something new.
Right, right.
So, well, I move that we table it to
Okay.
January meeting and then get swinging on it after we get more confirmation.
All right, well, I'll second that.
Okay.
That's fair.
Dave, Brian, any more discussion? Huh? Roll call. Joey?
I have one question.
Okay.
Olive, did they happen to mention, do they submit these items to us and we submit them, or does it go straight to?
So we just have to give the name to
Okay.
her, and
Okay.
she takes care of the rest of it.
Okay, good, good, because I think that was an issue with
Right,
folks
right,
at one point.
Right,
I'm
yes.
not giving you my information.
Right.
Right, but
So
I
think
I
that
think
would
we
be
have
helpful.
to decide on the 6th before we're.
Right, and then let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't flood them.
And I think we should probably have 6 and then like a backup 6 in
Sure.
case.
Somebody
because everyone's
backs out,
helped.
somebody
Yes,
backs
you don't
out.
wanna lose
Yeah.
the money.
Right,
You
right.
Exactly.
Really need
Mhm.
Okay,
people to fill
all
those
right.
positions.
Good job.
Jeff?
Aye.
Brian? Joey?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Deanna?
Aye.
David after Deanna.
Aye.
Advertise for the code enforcement officer.
Okay.
Well, that probably might need to be tabled until after the executive, I think. Because,
Even to January.
yeah, I think that should be,
So you wanna
discussed in
table that?
executive.
And
Because,
just know that there is a person in the codes on option 3 for the budget. As of right now, it's 1 day a week,
yeah,
so.
because obviously our president isn't here, he had some input, and I think we should talk about that, have that
I
conversation.
agree.
And my only thought is it could be a shared position with another borough,
Right.
possibly,
Right.
being it's only a 1 day a week
Yeah.
deal. Maybe that's something we could look at
We
also.
don't have to vote on that, we can just move it.
No, I
January's
think, yeah, we
agenda.
can just kind of,
Yeah.
it's gonna be in the executive for.
Table till executive?
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yeah,
That's
very.
fine.
Yep.
Audit for 2025.
So when Amy left, Terry came on, there was a special audit to relieve Amy's name and to allow Terry to come into good standings on monies,
Yes.
okay? That's usually what happens every time there's a new person that comes in. I don't really know how to get this across, but I think this is also something that's gonna have to be talked about in executive. But if we're paying for an audit to relieve somebody's name, but yet they're still on as a part-time employee, I think we're paying for nothing.
Right. Exactly.
Correct. So, and that's also why I think it needs to be talked about. Because that's a personal, yeah.
Personnel issue, personnel.
Personnel.
Okay.
Okay.
And we are also aware that the DCD audit for 2024 was either not fully completed or not even started. And I don't know yet because I've spoken with Larson and Kellett, and they don't have anything started for 2024 for that audit. Whether or not we went somewhere else, I have no idea.
I don't know either, that was prior to my time.
So if she had taken it to another firm and she started it and never finished it, I don't know who that is. I don't think we paid for it.
You used to use somebody else to say it.
Should be in the minutes.
Yeah.
So,
I think we probably should get a call into the Department of Community and Economic Development and get some guidance on that. Tell them you're a new employee, what you've inherited, and see what they suggest on how to handle that. At this point, because I don't think it's an outside audit, I think it's internal information. They'd probably send you the form and you'd have to put the information in. I could be wrong, but I would definitely contact them
I can't perform an audit.
No, it's submitted to the state though.
Right,
Kind of,
but,
it's almost a self-audit, like you
Okay.
fill in the information, give it to them,
It's kind, yeah,
and they
like
go,
your Act
okay,
13
or
stuff,
not.
where you
Yeah.
spend it, it shows that you use that money for allocated specific purposes. If not, then that would have to,
I will reach out to them, but I would almost bet that I cannot do the audit.
No.
I obviously have to give the information, whatever is backed up, but
Maybe some of those resources that you and I talked about might be able to help you out with
Yeah.
that.
so
I think that's the first step, because I honestly don't know the answer, but if it's a DCEDS, Department of Community Economic Development, and them and the PSAB should be able to help guide us. I could even call and see if I'm wrong, or try and find some information for you, but, yeah, so we can get that.
Are we referring to the 2024 or the 2025?
Well,
though?
they're
'Cause
both
right-
gonna need done.
They're both gonna need done.
Well, I thought the 2025, that Terry was still a part-time employee, that we really didn't need to do it.
That's two separate audits. So the special audit is to relieve somebody's name, the DCB
Yeah, we're
audit
gonna
is
just
to
talk
totally.
about
Oh, okay,
That we
okay.
have
All right.
to do.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
And then we
Sorry, I
only
got
have
confused there.
annual
So we'll get some more clarification on that DCED audit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, number L, Bob's quote on the computer tech.
Everybody got this in an email. I don't have anything to really give other than it's a server. This was before I came, and I honestly thought that maybe they gave it to the wrong person. But no, Mike asked for this, so Mike's not here, and I don't know what he wants done for this. So I think that's gonna have to be tabled.
Table.
Yeah. It's $5,000 too. I don't know, was that included in the budget?
No, because I don't even know what it is.
Find out what
Unless we consider it, like an
Miscellaneous?
upgrade, like an office
Yeah.
upgrade or
Yeah.
something.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's, yeah. I think we need more information to understand the council as a whole
Right,
should
Yeah.
vote on the expense, whether it's.
And I can honestly call Chris and ask him to be here for the next meeting so he can explain it to him.
Would you do that, please? Once you find out when the meeting's gonna be, call him and have him here, please.
Or maybe the February one too, because the January one's gonna be packed.
Yeah, let's go for February. Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Payment for the phase 3 of the basketball court.
Okay, so the application 3 is due to Garnet Excavating. I spoke with Jason. It's $59,579.38. That's phase 3. There's still $10,840.62 due in spring. So that is reflected in the budget, that we are still owe that 10,000 some odd to that grant expense. But then also shows the full income of the 110,000 because we were awarded the extra amendment 10,000. So, we need to pay this by the end of December because it's a regular bill. I just need everyone's agreement that, and then we need to decide where it's going to come.
All right, can I have a motion to pay the bill for the phase 3 of the basketball court, please?
I'll make a motion.
Don't have a choice.
Okay.
I'll second.
by Joe. Any more discussion?
Do we,
You're gonna have to transfer some money from the general fund.
well, we're paying it out of the general fund. That's where, like, when we transferred Act 13 money in to pay for the other one for Garnet, I don't think there's enough in Act 13 to cover that.
Okay. Now, we did have a CD coming up here shortly.
We renewed that in the last meeting. That was at the FCCB. We have one in December through LPL.
How much is that worth? I can't remember.
It's for 55 or,
So it's almost maybe something.
it's almost,
Well, I mean,
Do we use that and then put it, when we get the
Yeah, and then
reimbursement?
maybe
buy
reinvest
do
it.
another
one?
CD.
Yeah,
CD.
and buy another one.
or we have money in the savings account then we transfer money from the savings account, pay for this, and then when we get the grant money.
Savings account, we're not, savings account, we're not getting any interest.
I'd rather go that route.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like good.
Yeah, but minimal compared to a CD.
Yeah, so that we don't wanna touch the CD. So we can transfer money from the savings to cover this expense now and then
Return it once we get the money
return it
back.
once we are awarded the grant.
Okay,
My
sounds good.
other question is, I think you were checking on that, the expenses for the grant. Is it gonna be one lump sum, or can we turn in expenses and get some of that money coming before the end of the year?
So we could have received 90% of that grant
Right, but we have
before
not
the
yet.
full, before it was completed, but we haven't received any of it.
Okay.
And we're already pay at 3. I
Right.
don't see the point in trying to.
Just wait for it? Okay. And put it all in next year's
Next,
budget and everything? Okay, yep, that's
I
good.
think that should have been something we
Yeah,
thought
that
about.
should have.
Right back then.
A year
that
ago.
First payment, yeah.
All right, that's good. Thank you.
Any more discussion? All right, Joey,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
Jeff,
Aye.
David Africanelli,
Aye.
Deanna,
Hi.
myself, aye. Okay. Police Department.
It's budget meeting.
I know.
You're not gonna just wing it? Come
Come
on.
on, can't memorize it. Jack, well,
For budget meeting, it's going pretty well.
David's wearing one. Oh, one for you. Oh, that one.
Oh, you got one. Oh, there's,
Put that
we're
down.
missing
So
one person.
The numbers are there for what the month was. The only, I had gotten the 2 hotspots for the patrol cars, given one back. Some miscommunication, I didn't realize we were being charged $75 a month a piece for them.
wow.
I thought it was something that, with my lack of knowledge of what the hotspot was, I thought it was something that, it was like a one-time purchase, $100, and then it's in the car, and so one of those, I was gonna return today because Chris was here to work on the computer, but we just didn't get that far, so that's gonna go back. So that's gonna cut that out. It is necessary in the one patrol car because it's got the computer in it, and you need that to run the computer. So that was the only big change through the month. So
What is it? Code 1, code 2? What is that? I don't, the difference there.
that I don't know. It says it's a secondary UCR count, so that would be, it's a uniform crime report. So all that is, I have to do UCRs once a month, so that'll pop up. Maybe something was put in wrong, because that's usually not on there, so I don't know what that would be.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so. So anyway, no, that's it. The cars have been running good. We'll have our second part-time employee in full swing, probably the end of the month or the first of the year. He just got back to work at his other job, so he's getting settled in there. So
How's the tires and stuff like that?
I got everything new throughout the year. Both cars had new tires. The brake issues, like everything was fixed throughout the year. We still came in a little bit under budget, so that was good.
Good deal.
So there was I had one applicant that applied for full-time position, and a brief background check proved it was very bogus, so that wasn't even an option.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty, thanks, Jack.
Keep up the good work, Jack.
Thank you.
Street Department.
You have the street report in front of you, there's nothing to add or change to it. And finally, the radio is going in the new truck Monday, next Monday, so it's taken them almost a year to get to me, to get the radio in, but it's finally going in, so that's the only expense I have left on that was on my budget for the previous budget and everything, is that radio.
Okay.
So a question, just because I don't know. Salt only for the roads, not anti-skid at all? budgetary, or why would that be?
It's just out of extra cost.
Okay.
When we don't need it. I mean, we're with CoStars and everything to get the salt, so we really make out quite well
Okay.
price-wise when getting salt. Plus, with previous years and stuff, with everybody complaining about the blacks going in other buildings and their sidewalks. and
Yeah, you don't
everything.
get black anymore, so.
But salt does the job.
Okay.
And I've got it down to 120 tons a year using that. So it's, I dropped, the cost as far as material, but it's no sense in keeping.
Okay. I just
Okay,
wondered if
yeah.
there's a big difference or, okay.
Okay, nothing else? Zoning.
All right, this for you guys. Let's just break down all my permits this year. All it's for you. And then I'm just gonna leave one. I'm gonna pin it somewhere and probably right back there. These are the 24 to 2025 permits. All the permits are on here. Anything that's updated up until next month, I'll put them on that. This is how I'm just gonna do permits from now on, so you guys have an update of what I'm doing every month. We have 4 this month. Accessory use, 2 roofs, in addition to a single-family dwelling, 18 by 24, so somebody's doing addition to their house. Yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna have these updated every month. I'll put them up here, so if anybody's looking for a right to know on them, you'll have that too. I'll update it for everybody. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Mhm.
You can help me better understand. So when they do the zoning permit, is that different than the building permit?
Yes. Zoning and building are 2 totally different things.
Right.
Zoning, building is structural. So whether they're doing things inside, if you're doing something inside of a place, I have nothing to do with that. If you're not extending it visually, say you're looking at a location with a bird's eye view, if you're not adding anything to it, if you're not adding anything to a structure, that has nothing to do with me.
Right.
So if you get, say you're extending your deck, that is, you're looking at it, that is adding something.
Right.
So that's the best way I can explain it to you. I have
Right.
nothing to do with structural. That's
Okay.
totally different than me.
So when it comes down to, I believe we used to have a form that said like, this is what it costs, you're gonna put in a sidewalk. There's a $50 permit. You have to-
Yeah, I actually have a print of that. That's
So would that
public
be-
knowledge.
Is that a zoning thing or is that
Yes.
a building?
I mean, everything's billing. If you get a permit, you have to pay for it. But I take the.
That's what I'm trying to say, is it, that's where I don't know what the zoning officer would have to, used to be the zoning officer would look at that stuff and
I have
approve.
all of the prices are right on the permit, on the
Right,
zoning
and you
application.
grant the permits.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all on the zoning
It does.
application. When I did, I do it by square footage. I broke it down. I took it from our ordinances and I
Okay.
didn't, so you don't have so many pricing on your application. I did it by square footage, so it's like, okay, if it's under this much square footage, it's this much. If it's over this much, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure because when I was looking at the profit and loss detail, whatever,
Mm.
like it said, building permits, 0.
Yeah, so building permits,
So I
we
wasn't sure.
subcontract our building
You know what I mean?
permits
If it was
through.
like we weren't, because that's a revenue
Income.
source.
Yeah,
We
we
weren't.
subcontract all of our building permits through Codes Inc. So what I gave you guys, this gets sent to Codes Inc. every month because building permits and zoning permits, they work together.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty, normally, if you're getting a building permit, you're gonna need a zoning permit and vice versa.
Right.
So I send this to building codes, and then we talk to each other. So like, if they have somebody who is building something and it doesn't match with what I have, so we catch it. I also do the same thing with tax assessment office. So I'm in constant contact with both. This gets sent to the tax assessment office. All of us have communication between the 3 of us, so we're all on the same
That's
page.
fair. I just wasn't
Yeah.
sure. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I see what you're saying with the pricing.
I didn't see who, I couldn't
Right.
wrap my head
And
around it.
if you take a peek at the zoning application, you'll see I have the pricing broken down. Also, if you ever go on the E-Code 360, right in our ordinances, we have pricing for everything, even the pool still.
Yeah.
So in the income part of the budget,
Mhm.
you didn't see any income for permits, is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? So where would that show up
In the zoning.
in the budget, under zoning?
Yeah.
Must be.
No, that would still be building, so potentially might not have got that many for 25.
Okay.
And that's why it's not showing much, and that's why I didn't put much in there, because it didn't show anything. I can't put a number in there if it's not justified.
Yeah.
Or it may have potentially been put in the wrong line item.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's the only reason, I just was trying to get clarification because I didn't quite understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Zoning is kind of
Okay.
like, you won't see a whole lot of like,
I would go
permits for
into
zoning is what you're gonna see on my end.
Single
Codes is where,
with
if they send out a bunch of
smoke
violations,
careers.
you'll see more coming in from code side. Zoning is kind of, my job is kind of one of those things that it's like, they kind of balance each other out. And in terms of like, where the money is in zoning, because there's not a lot of money that comes in for zoning, but you also don't put a lot of money out for me for zoning.
No, thanks for clarifying. I just didn't quite understand. It makes sense.
No, yeah, believe me, it's a very
Just-
confusing zoning.
And I wasn't sure, so I.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks, Leanne.
No problem.
Okay, fire department. We had our elections yesterday. It didn't turn out very well, but it is what it is. Again, unfortunately, Ray Miller will be chief. Brett Neely's gonna be Canton 2. Nate Holmes, Canton 3. Cale Holmes, Canton 4, and Carrot Hughes will be 5. There's your line officers for 2025, 2026.
Emergency management report.
Brett didn't have anything. I met with him yesterday at the fire meeting. Nothing new that he was aware of.
Rec committee report.
There's nothing new to report other than that we're going to get the mulch. And that is, of course, in the budget. And we have to do that to be up to code. And then, of course, what I said that, you know, the work that myself and some other volunteers will try to get that ball field usable for the T-ball kids and coach
I
ball.
forgot to tell you, budget meeting, or board meeting tomorrow night.
Dave, the only question I have is, did we leave any money in the budget for the sawdust and stuff for the compost and toilets?
Yeah.
And also, I need to let the rec department know that, if you watch Municipal and we want to do anything down at the playground, schools and stuff go out. And this playground equipment that costs an absolute fortune that we buy, a lot of times you can get it for a little bit of nothing. It's just that you have to send us
To go get it.
to go take it all apart and bring it back. I've seen playground systems go in there that are worth over $100,000, go for $4,000 and $5,000 and things like that. So if you watch Municipal and you see, you can find stuff like this on there, you know, to.
Well, with our budget as tight as it is this year, that's probably not going to be a possibility. It's going to be nice to be in the black.
The average person can be a member of municipal too.
Yeah.
And get stuff just as cheap. It's amazing what you find on there.
Okay. Mayor remarks.
I'd like to congratulate the upcoming new mayor for the elections there. I think the police department has been headed in a very good direction. I'd like to see that continue to grow with quality officers that we've been getting. For the next month's meeting, I will not be here. I'll be on a vacation to Africa. So I hope everything goes smoothly. Hope everything keeps going good for council. Everybody works together. It's been increasingly better as it goes for communications, and I'm enjoying that, and I hope it continues that way. I wish everybody the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you did, David.
Thank you, Dave. Junior council person program? Nothing. General information. Anyone can announce any upcoming events at this time. You will have 1 minute.
George, do you want to bring up the situation at the fairgrounds with EQT so the council's aware of it in case anybody approaches them?
Starting January 1 or sometime after that, EQT, which is Brent Neely's gas company, they have rented our parking lot at the fairgrounds, the right side, the big parking lot. They're gonna, if they have overflow, they're gonna use our other spot from the metal building to the social hall. But they will be out of there. They will have whatever if they damage something or whatever, they have to re-gravel everything, put it back the way it was. They will be out of there for the week of the fair. That was one of the agreements. We have an agreement for 2 years. They don't think they'll be there for 2 years, but whatever they do.
What is it they do?
It's gas drilling. It's
They're
EQT.
gonna stage there.
They're gonna
Yeah,
stage
they're
their water
staging.
trucks and sand trucks and every,
There would be no more utilization by like people parking.
not for 2 years. I mean, unfortunately, it's a nice place to park. They got the quick fill, but some of the stuff that we have found over the years in that
Yeah.
parking lot is just bad. They don't give us nothing. They park
No,
there.
no,
they-
that's what I'm saying.
You know, they throw their trash out. You know, they don't
Yeah.
leave us nothing.
Is that parking in the borough or the township?
That is in the township. Well, part of it's township, part of it's borough.
I just didn't know.
The metal building is the township line.
The metal building. Okay.
So the
they
biggest
come
share is gonna be the borough, but it's on our property.
Okay. I'm just wondering about idling.
The fire company owns that, the borough has nothing,
Correct.
no
Yeah,
ownership?
that's all our property.
Yeah, I didn't know if the Lycoming Street resident.
I don't think there's gonna be much idle, or maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. It's gonna be
Yeah.
in and out all the time, so.
All right, thanks.
Okay, for the good of the order, the next meeting will be January, did you have something?
It's just the food pantry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing, I mean, it's important.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So, the
Sorry.
the food pantry just sent in asking for donations, you know. They're saying last month they served 94 families and 230 individuals just last month alone. That's a 19% increase from last year at this
It's gonna
time.
get worse.
So,
I had on what you got as well. I would like if the police committee can have a meeting with Jack at some point here before the new year. We had discussed some changes, just updates to the SOP, and if we can get that looked into and kind of in motions, that would be appreciated.
Joey? Jeff?
So we,
Yep.
oops, I'm sorry. We will have another meeting prior to December 31st. So we need to pick a date for that and advertise.
Yeah, she can pick that date.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Yeah, you can,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can pick the date and maybe we can get that whole,
At the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, for the good of the order, the next meeting will be January 12th, or, executive session to be held after this meeting about legal. No, any action taken or anything like that, or?
It's a potential.
Okay. Okay. So,
Snacks out.
and then snacks afterwards, we'll see.
Adjourn.
Hey,
Motion to adjourn?
motion to adjourn.